feels pretty good being back playing and stuff like that.
You looked a lot more comfortable on the floor Saturday. How is your health situation, and how is it you're feeling getting up and down the floor?
It feels pretty good. It feels better than last year, but like afterwards it'd be kind of sore sometimes.
Sean, can you kind of talk about your role, how you see yourself fitting into this team? There's a whole lot of guards.
Yeah. I see myself fitting in pretty good, like playing some good quality minutes.
Would you see yourself more of a 2, maybe even up into a 4 if you're running with 4 guards out there? Where do you see yourself playing?
2, 3, some 4 with the 4 guards.
Brian, your guys have talked about a lot. How do you feel your chemistry's building with all these new guys?
Pretty good so far. Just from 2 days, just learning like the ropes and like my role is to helping the team win.
What do you feel like that role is? Tony talked about, said you were probably the best offensive rebounder he's played against. Where did that come from, being able to rebound?
From like high school, because I was like playing more like the 3-4, and I had to go rebound. So that just kind of translated to when I went to JUCO. I was still, even though I was playing the 1, I was still going to rebound, and my 2 guard was getting back.
Brian, can you talk about the chemistry you seem to have with D in the same backcourt? Because D played a lot of 1 last year, and it seems like you two work out well, especially on the break. Whoever gets the ball first.
Kind of quick, having 2, like really both of us point guards. So whichever one of us get the ball, one of us could just like fill the lane, and we just try to get to the goal to draw defense to kick it out to one of the open guys.
Coach talked about, last week about how you and D have just, kind of bonded, and you guys already have a good chemistry already together. How did that come about so quickly?
We used to go we used to be at the Sanderson, like during the summer. We used to be on the same team, and even when we played as a team in the hunt, we used to be on the same team.
Riley, you've been here 4 years now. Talk about the chemistry and the togetherness of this team compared to last year. I know last year kind of was below average at times and kind of hurt you guys reaching your goals. What differences have you seen in those areas?
I don't know, just overall from top to bottom, I think everybody's closer. Like you said, it was up and down last year, and, it was pretty out in the open a lot of time. And, this year it's, a little bit different. It's kind of on a smaller scale and stuff, but everybody seems tighter, top to bottom and, on the court, off the court and everything. And, of course, right now, people are battling against each other. You see the same faces all the time. And so, you kind of go at each other, and that's part of competition. But, once you get off the court and stuff, everybody's, a pretty close-knit group.
Tony was talking about just how competitive it is and how Coach Cunningham kind of said that he's been here for a while, coaching for a while, and this is the most competitive group he's seen. What's that say about you guys right now?
I mean, I think it just, shows how successful we want to be. Obviously, you're friends with guys on the team and stuff, but, when you get on the court, you're always looking to get better, and, competition kind of breeds success. And so, we're pushing each other to be the best all the time, and, hopefully it carries over to the year.
Rob, can you talk about, maybe comment on the depth a little bit? Last year, no backup point guard, no backup center. This year it seems like you got a little more bodies on the bench.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's great. You really can't have too many bodies. You never know what you're going to endure for the season. Like last year, we had a lot of injuries and didn't really have anywhere to go with those injuries and stuff. But, this year, 1 through 10, 11, 12, however many we got, we feel like we can throw people out there and, not drop off any, and that's a great feeling to have.
Can you talk about, kind of what happened to you early on last year? Because Rick talked about just your confidence level last year, and it just seems like it's back to where it needs to be this year, especially when I saw Saturday. It seems like you got the trigger back.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult, coming off surgery last year. I think kind of going into it, I wasn't expecting it to be that big a deal. I figured I'd be out a little time and just be able to, kind of step back in and be where I was. But as I got going, I realized conditioning and just being a part of the team and, being with the chemistry and stuff, how much it really affects, how you play. And, it just took me a while to get it back. And finally, towards the end of the year, I felt like I was moving like I could, starting to defend better and stuff. And, it's kind of been my focus most of the time is trying to play defense You know, following up Stu, you know, watching him and the great defender he was, that's, you know, kind of how I tried to mold myself. And, you know, it took me a while to get that back, but, you know, once I got that part, that kind of led to confidence, you know, all throughout my game.
Sean, how you look pretty strong out there the other day, look comfortable and healthy, and feeling as good as you have since you got here?
Yeah, I'm feeling real good. The surgery in Nashville was a big success. Like, I can move better from last year and play better too.
Riley, we said a second here, you've been around here for a while. Last couple of years have been more defensive ball clubs. Has that changed? What kind of team is this? What kind of tempo will it be?
I wouldn't say it changed. I mean, it's always a focus, you know, defense and stuff right now. You know, it's still early in the year. It's kind of hard to project, you know, whether it'll be more defensive mind, offensive mind, you know, stuff like that. You know, we're still trying to work it out. You know, just pushing ourselves 2 days, stuff finally over, and we can kind of concentrate a little bit more, you know, break stuff down. But, you know, I'd still say, you know, our main staple is going to be defense, you know, and hopefully turn that into transition, you know, easy bucket stuff, you know, like it was said earlier with D, Twani, Brian, everybody pushing the ball. You know, we got some good speed and quickness and stuff, and get the ball down the court and, you know, finish at the rim or, you know, get shooters open shots. So
Is it almost one of those things where the fans are going to come here Saturday not really knowing what to expect, and the players maybe be on the court as well, not really knowing what to expect with the team going in?
I guess you could say that. I mean, you know, there's obviously new faces and stuff. You know, that kind of happens every year. You know, I'm not sure. I guess you could look at it that way, but at the end of the day, you know, you're just going out there to play. You know, you got a job to get done, and so that's what we're looking to do. And you know, hopefully the fans will be satisfied with what happens.
Brian, where have you been working mostly at during practice? What positions? Is it just point guard, or have you been getting some 2 and 3?
Just point right now.
Can you talk about, Brian, the difference between JUCO ball and what you've just faced in 2-a-days? I mean, Coach asked a lot of his point guard in this offense, so how have you made the transition?
Not really a lot, because like my coach, he was coming from the CBA, and he coached like a lot of well-known players, and he asked a lot of me, so that's kind of just like transferred over to here, even though he not really asking much of me. Like last year I was like the captain, now I'm like kind of just filling in as one of them guys, and I'm just playing my role.
That's it? All right. Thanks, John.